So this week, we're still going to be talking about side projects. We're going to be talking about the side projects of one Ryan Clark on Tofer's Tunes. So some of you may know, who Ryan Clark is. For those of you guys who don't, if you're familiar with the band Demon Hunter, he is the lead singer of that band. If you're not familiar with the band Demon Hunter, get familiar with the band Demon Hunter. By all means, you know. They're one of the forefront Christian rock metal bands, of the day. So, they're like probably a little heavier than Skillet, which, I talked about some of their side projects in the last episode, but Ryan Clark has two side projects out: Nyves and Low and Behold. And I think I'm going to address Nyves first. You see, I liked the album that I have of them. It is kind of like a slow industrial, kind of mixed with some techno. Lyrically, dude, Ryan Clark, lyrically, man, let me tell you something, man. Ryan Clark, lyrically. I love his lyrics. They are awesome. But as for the album as a whole, like I said, it's kind of mellow, kind of a slow industrial, maybe a little techno in there. And knowing who Ryan Clark is, and knowing, who he is, and knowing about Demon Hunter, listening to it, I expected it to drop. I expected it to get harder, And it never really does. And that's not a knock at all against the album, you know? But like I said, I just thought it'd be just a little bit harder. And I'm listening to it. I'm just waiting for it to get harder. And you know, like, even so, this is still pretty good. This is still, an excellent album. Moving on to Lo and Behold. Man, this album, Lo and Behold, it's different. It's, again, not quite what I expected. It almost sounds darkwave. It almost sounds like it has some gothy, music to it. Gothy feel to it. It reminds me of like Depeche Mode stuff, a lot. And I'm digging it. Again, it doesn't ever really get that heavy, but the lyrics and the music, especially if you're into the goth sound, more than make up for it not being heavy. So how would I rate these? I would probably give both of them 4. Like Knives gets 4, and Lo and Behold gets 4. For overall, rating of 8. And that, might seem, not quite as high as some of the other bands, but the lyrics in all of them, while they do reflect his religion, Christianity, it's up to the listener's interpretation. To interpret that as so. And like I said, it just wasn't what I thought, when I thought of Ryan Clark. And I know it's a side project. I know I shouldn't, be thinking, oh, it's going to sound just like Demon Hunter. I just thought it'd be a little bit heavier. But, overall, 8 out of 10's not bad at all. Anyway, just my thoughts on this album. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.